We're versing a plague, I heard the well. Do you run adrenaline on every build? Nah, I've done quite a few builds today without adrenaline. I've done a couple of no-mither builds today as well. Made one into an informative YouTube video. I need to record another video though. Corrupted Invention on the plague. Stock standard stuff. She comes with it. She also comes with Infectious Fright. That's sealed, and that's sealed. Meaning she spawned what? In that corner? I'm already going to get sick in this trial, so I need to make a decision of when I want to get sick. I hope she hears me. Yeah, hear me. See me. Good. Unique pathing on her. Nailed it. We'll go around again. Little slow, cutie. Blocking her line of sight and taking unique pathing on her. Something fierce here. She didn't get vomit on the window. It's important to note. You walking around with charged vomit? You are. Been here a while, my dear. We sure we want to keep doing this? She just kept running. Challenge accepted. Cleanse it well in chase. Damn. No pallets so far, chat. That bloodlust is kicking up, though. I'm already sick, beautiful. Alright, unique pathing really hurting her. Well done. That bloodlust is a lot though. First pallet. Alright. Oh man, I wanted 5 gens. No. Yeah. Oh shit, bloodlust. Can I make it? Yes, I can. Alright, I still want to cleanse and chase. I still want to cleanse. No! You don't give up now, young lady. It's been 4 generators. You commit. Hey. Hey, yeah, that's right. I'm right here. I'm right here. Come get me. Do it now. Alright. We're going all the way, sugar. Alright, well, 4 gen run. Oh, I would have had it as well. Alright. That's the 5 gen run then, ladies and gentlemen. No! You done? Good effort. Well done. You got me, babe. If only I got that cleanse off, I would have been living the dream. Well, it was a 5 gen run, right? I just missed. I couldn't keep up with where she was moving. I should have stopped running and just stood still. Good effort, right? Hey, Wacko Jacket, welcome back in. Thank you for the 19th month. Well, that was running the plague for quite a long time, and she wanted me as well. That's running the plague for over 5 gens on this map using 1 pallet, 2 pallets. I think it went pretty well. Alright, GG's well played, sweetheart. We'll see you next time, darling. And if you guys are watching this one over at YouTube, make sure you tune into the live streams where I stream DVD 5 days a week. I wasn't going to make this into a video, as you can tell by the lack of commentary, but I hope you enjoyed it. Kind of shows you how powerful unique pathing can be, waiting for certain plays, being last-second delays on your vaults as well. Was a rank 1 game too. Anyways, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more educational informative DVD content. I'll try and do more commentating in the next video. Thank you all for watching, guys, and no pip. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Alrighty guys, and welcome back. We're going to be back into the backwater swamp, and we're going to be versing a Mori. We do have double blood points on here too. I don't want to set the crows off at the start. I'll leave that towards one of my teammates or the killer to do. I'm going to come around the wide end here. I'm going to take, that wasn't me, I'm going to take a field of view from a higher point of vantage point to find out who they are. There's 3 people there, all of them grouped up. You'd think we're going to be playing The Sims right now or something. I don't know what's going on here. He's going for the totem, that's fine. I got a gen to my right. Corrupt. Information. That hook is not been savoed. That is a clown. I can hear the bottle. Alright. He took a hit on somebody already. We gotta be careful here. The clown is a devastating killer in the right hands. Depends on the add-ons he has too. If he's brought a Mori, I'm gonna be thinking he's got some really good stuff. Now, what are some really good clown add-ons? Well, you have... Ooh, hey cutie. We're gonna pick up this for some additional blood points. Alright, some really good clown add-ons that you could possibly have. You could have the Solvent Jug. Solvent Jug is only a yellow add-on, and this is going to allow you to give exhaustion effect onto somebody. He changed targets then, which is really clever, and went to the guys working on the objective. Very good movement from the clown, not overcommitting to a chase. Getting a hit roughly in 15 seconds. Couldn't get another hit, couldn't get another pallet, rotated elsewhere and applied pressure by transferring Bloodlust. Very good. A fun fact about Bloodlust, if I've been chasing Jeff for 7 seconds, I then chase Megan for 8 seconds, I will not get Bloodlust off Megan. What will need to, that's unlucky. What will need to happen is I'll need to get Bloodlust off Jeff and then transfer it to Megan. You can't half transfer Bloodlust. So keep that in mind too. Another good example for a clown add-on is going to be the Flask of Bleach. The Flask of Bleach will hinder you an additional 5%, giving you a 20% penalty while you're under the effect of the scream from the clown. And that's going to hurt you a lot. 5% movement is a massive benefit for the killer. It also slows you down if he hits you in the back. Therefore, instead of running at 150%, you run at 130%. So be mindful. He could also be running Ether 10 or 15% if he was running both of them. That would help him out a lot as well. Now, if he doesn't have Ruin Wish in 99, there's Group Heal. Yeah. Oh. That was a boo-boo by both of us. We both backed him back into it. I'll take the hit if I need to. Looks like he's going for the other one. Yeah, I want to find out what add-ons he's got by this. Alright, I didn't get any negative effect on me. I got the hinder penalty, but I didn't see anything. If he did have the Flask of Bleach, I wouldn't be able to tell. By the additional 5%, it doesn't tell you. But that being said, if he had something like the Solver Jug, I would have known. Now, he might have the middle finger or the pinky finger. The pinky finger, if you hit somebody with a direct impact clown bottle, on top of the fact that it cancels animations for them, it will allow you to one-hit down them, providing they hit them in approximately 8 seconds after it, and the middle finger will reveal survivors' locations when they're affected by the scream, even if they have calm spirits and they don't actually scream. Back to the generator in the middle of the map. This was priority, getting it done was very important. I got one teammate, Maya, I reckon he's on that gen there, or he's upstairs. I never heard the crows get disturbed, so I'm leaning towards this one here. I doubt he crouch walked all the way up and worked on that. So we're thinking the gen back here. That being said, that gen back there had corrupt intervention on it. I don't know if the corrupt has been unsealed. It's been over 2 minutes now, because corrupt intervention is 120 seconds. A Jenny takes 80 seconds to do. So I'm going to run over there and see. He did end up going upstairs. I can see my other teammate hasn't been spotted. I'm going to let the clown see me now. I don't want to run him to my injured teammate, but I do want to be able to run him to an area where I can loot. The gen's nearly done. Change of plans. And we'll come up here because it is a stronger jungle gen. That's a good bottle, but I'm going to go to the right. I'm still under the effect, which hurts. Not going to be able to make this without giving him something. I got my medium vault. No, it's on the other side. That's unfortunate. I'm going to go down. I was hoping he'd respect so I could make the window, and I did, which is very good. Now it's just a patience game. I'm going to go right back up the stairs. I know how I need to run this. I know he has Bloodlust. Oh yeah, I have to give him something. Good movement by the clown. At the same time, his play is to drop down that hole to my right. Didn't drop down. Vaulted. Bamboozled. I don't know if I'll make it. Nailed it. Woo! See you later, big fella. Alright, we're going to go round this as well and see what he does. Mr. Out of Bottles, right? Out of bottles, but not out of bloodlust. He dipped after he vaulted, which was good for him, but he did waste a bit of time. The fact that he knew when to let go of chase just shows me he's an experienced killer, keeping in mind. He does have a Mori as well, and access to it. 3 gens have been done. I'm applying pressure to another gen. What is the problem with doing this gen? Well, that gen there's done that I'm looking at. That gen's there done. Therefore, what is this? This gen will break any form of forcing the killer to this side of the board. So do you think doing this gen is a good idea? The answer is no. I should go through the middle of the map, apply pressure to a different gen. That way he doesn't have a 3 gen strat. Now, why am I staying on this generator even though I just blatantly said it's a bad call? I have multiple targets or multiple teammates on my team that were all on full health. Everybody had maximum health during that entire time. That being said, I expected them to split up when the killer came over, apply pressure in different areas across there. It is a clown. He moves at 115% movement speed. He doesn't get a penalty when he throws his bottles anymore. However, he does have a reload penalty when he decides to reload, even if he chooses to animation cancel. Now, based on that, I still have one teammate who isn't hurt. He is a solo queue guy. I'm hoping they're applying pressure towards the generator over there. If he comes over here and kicks my gen with pop, you might think, oh yes, I'm losing 20 seconds off the gen. That's okay, because this isn't part of a 3 gen strat. He can regress this generator. The important thing is that he doesn't go back across to the map. So I am more than happy to have him come over here and regress it. I'm gonna greet it. I'm gonna greet it because it's adrenaline. And that's gonna allow me to heal up because the other generator popped. Back to the hook. I didn't even see where the other door was. Alright. This is good. My teammate on the hook will have adrenaline too. That one quick health stage was very important. That's a good bottle. I'm going to take a hit in the back. Hopefully he doesn't have no edge. Good. Now remember, he has a Mori, so he can use the Mori on my teammates. I'm going to come over here where I can drop a pallet really early if I need to. Good. Yeah, I had a very strong loot. I reckon the chest up here has been searched, and that's where he got that flashlight from. I can see the chest has been searched. Did he get the flashlight from it? That will be confirmed. Yes, he did. I want to apply pressure to the door. It's in a bit of an open area, and I'm hurt, and I'm exhausted, but I can see a bottle all the way by the shack, so I don't think the clown's going to come across the board in the next 20 seconds to stop me from doing this. Well, the good news is everyone over here, I will have a bodyguard right now, somebody who can take a hit for me if I need them to. There's no real area to funnel the killer, so it might be a bit difficult. My obsession's not being chased, therefore he's probably chasing the solo queue guy as well. I hear movement. No, never mind. It's a gentleman breathing very heavy behind me. Jake, are you all good, my dude? Alright, we're going to get a heal. We're going to go across the board and see if we can assist our team after the door's prepped. Now, the reason I don't open the door, there's our teammate as well, meaning he's most likely chasing the solo queue guy. The reason I don't open the door is because the second you open it, you start something called the endgame collapse. I can see the clown coming right across the board right now, so we're going to start that endgame collapse right now. That timer, when that hits 0, if you're still in the trial, everybody dies. So we're going to just walk out. Going to give him a free hit on the way out. I think he played really well. He understands time management pretty good. Unfortunately, a secret offering, and he never got to play it, which didn't work out too well for him. I don't think he's actually going to be going for the hit, so we're just going to walk out and end it there. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching this one over at YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We do educational, informative, Dead by Daylight content 5 days a week live here on Twitch. It'd be great to have you guys pop into the channel, and make sure you slap that subscribe button. Anyways, guys, GG's, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. We're going to be spawning in on Fractured Cowshed. Cool beans. The game did just start. Sorry, I was a little slow on the call out. I'm going to start. I don't really want to work on this generator if I'm going to tell you the truth. I'd rather go through the middle of the map and look at some other area I can apply pressure. I know the killer is right beside me. You can hear that heartbeat being loud. He must have came in through the right-hand side. Alright, we're looking for another gen. I did just pass one. He's already found somebody. Let's do a generator in the middle of the map. Bursting at Pyramid Head. Trying to get this stuff out of the way. It's not going to matter too much. Do keep in mind this killer cannot teleport across the map. Trying to give me a little bit of light. Thanks, mate. Alright, so let's get this out of the way. Looking at the team, not one of my teammates has Decisive Strike, and the killer can take advantage of that, depending on how the game goes. 3 people stacked on the one gen isn't necessarily the best play, but at the same time, it's an alright gen to get out of the way. The killer has to walk throughout the entire board. This gives the killer no reason to be towards the middle of the map, which is good, and we have a jungle gym in the center of the map as well. So I'm going to run directly where I'm nodding right now after this generator is done, because I think the killer is by the red barn. I'm not 100% sure where they are, but that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. The best plan of strategy right now would be we all divide and conquer and we all go in different directions. If we stack, we'll get more blood points, but we won't be able to split pressure in different areas. It looks like my teammate has dipped and my other teammate has dipped too. Therefore, we're dividing and conquering. It is a solo person gen, as we can see. Therefore, it's a good one to get out of the way. Negative, they both came over to me. I thought they were leaving. That is okay. You can never always tell what's going to be happening. Right, one teammate is being chased by the killer. I heard the killer take a shot with his special ability, which is the rite of punishment or the rite of passage. It's where Pyramid Head puts his blade in the ground and does a big AoE attack in a straight line in front of him. Now, very commonly, you'll see a lot of Pyramid Heads run double add-ons for increasing the range of that move. Personally, I think running recovery time is better. That way you can use your ability more often and leave more trails if you need to. Now, if Pyramid Head does leave a barbed wire trail on the ground, you can crouch walk over it without taking the penalty of being under the effect of the barbed wire. If you are under the effect of the barbed wire, when you're in dying state, the killer can send you to a cage rather than hooking you. Therefore, you won't be able to DS, you won't be able to do any of these plays. The only way to get the cage off of you in Dead by Daylight is to be hooked or to be killed by it. So as we can see, Uncharted is being caged. He should be caged right in front of me right now. Very close. It'll always cage you very far away from where the killer currently is. So I knew it was going to be nearby. We're going to come in. We're going to squeeze those little cheeky points. Doesn't give you as much as a hook save, but there is a group of us here, so we should take the time to heal. Now, the killer will not get Pop Goes the Weasel out of that, so that's another reason why I was happy to leave my generator if you choose to cage somebody. A very common but powerful strategy a lot of Pyramid Heads use is what they're going to do is they're going to put the barbed wire effect on you, because it never expires, much like a Plague's Vomit. Then they're going to hook you, then they're going to hook you, then they're going to mori you. Because if you go to use it on a player who's on death hook, you'll instantly kill them on the spot, and it's a very fast animation. So that's generally the smartest play to do with it, but then again, if you have a guy down on one side of the map and another guy came in for a save and you down him and he has barbed wire on him, a really good idea would be send him to the cage on the opposite end of the board. That way you've got pressure in 2 different areas, and if you're on a map shaped like a dumbbell, like one of the Autohaven Wreckers map, it's going to really hurt survivors' movement. They might have to get off a generator, etc. But it's another reason why I recommend Surge and Surveillance on my Pyramid Head. It's not necessarily the best combo because you're not going to be caging all the time. Pyramid Heads that try and over-cage are generally the ones that will suffer dramatically, so be very careful when it comes down to how much time you waste trying to put a cage on somebody. To cage them, they have to run through barbed wire. And we can hear he's coming in from a direction, an undisclosed location. I don't know where he is. He might be chasing somebody else too. We do know that we got another generator completed. The person who has been hit was not the person who got unhooked. Therefore, he did chase that other gentleman until he did get the hook. So most likely we'll be looking for the cage. We'll be looking for the overcommitting chase here. As a killer, you need to value certain situations, such as chasing no more than 15 seconds. 15 seconds is a very good estimate of how long you should be running and chasing something. Alright, we got him to miss. And we can play this pallet now too. He's pretty close. We give it to him just because he was walking right up behind me. Just sidestep it too. I'm going to take wide pathing away. I'm going to let him see me though and see what he decides to do. Decided that it wasn't the right call for him. Jenny's nearly done. Did get a grab because somebody greeted for it that much. I'm going to sidestep this, come up behind him. Go for the hook save. Unfortunately, my teammate's going to go down. There's a little bit of punishment there. Did get the other guy off the hook. He's going to get hooked as well. I might do another quick hook save. It's a bit of a risky move, hook saving. Remember, my teammate can be on the hook for 60 seconds. That's a perfect window. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to take a hit if I need to. Never mind, he only hit the guy off the hook. If he waited an additional second and hit that player, if my teammate didn't have borrowed time, he would have went into dying state. I'm pretty confident that was a borrowed time kind of move my ally did make. We got one generator left. I'm going to check the shack. It looks like the shack is done. Therefore, I'm coming to this corner on the left-hand side of the map. Now, this guy may have a 3-gen strat, unless there's a gen in the back right. He is coming over in the same direction as I. I'm going to come into him. I'm going to sidestep. I missed it, unfortunately. He's got too much tunnel vision. He wasn't really interested. You're going to come around. That's fine. Sorry, buddy. For the, oh, wow. Sorry for the hardcore sandbag. All right, here we go. I'm going to come right through here, and I'm going to take the hit for him. Bit of an interesting hit he got on me though, but I did manage to preserve the jungle gym. That gives my teammate a window to actually leave this loop and go utilize something else. Keeping in mind, my teammate does need to mend if he does have adrenaline, or he's not going to heal to full health at the end of this. I'm coming over here. I do have Dead Hard. I do have Iron Will. I'm in a pretty comfortable spot being here. I hear the Jetty's nearly done. I might actually go for a little bit of a heal here and see what happens. Healing is very loud. He's seen somebody else. Full health players came to the generator. I don't need to worry about healing right now. If everyone's taking a hit and I could take a heal here, I can apply enough pressure to this objective. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to show you guys what the barbed wire effect looks like. It looks like this on your screen. Oh wow, you can't put it very close to an objective or it doesn't work. Now, he has no real reason to leave. We have multiple gens we could be working on. Got him to lunge early. Taking the fast vault on him through the window. Going for a sidestep. Ooh, that's bad. That's a bad play by me. I want to get the generator worked on a bit. Now you can see the barbed wire around my name or my face. We know what's happening. The right play would be move away and go to a different gen. Now, what does he do with that? He can't come back. Or he can't pick him up or we're going to complete the gen. He's a little slow in his lunges as well. It is a rank 1 game, I want to specify. We were both out of position. He should have let go of the spacebar key and punished one of us for that. He's looking for the slug, but it's going to take him a little bit too long. I will dead hard towards him if he's coming in for me. My teammate and I both swapped locations and managed to make an adrenaline play then. That was pretty synchronized, I'm not gonna lie. It was a pretty good play. Alright, I got a door all the way down here that needs to be powered. A door to the left as well. Teammates are most likely gonna go to the closed door. I have adrenaline through the board. Negative. My other teammate is here on this door. I don't know where the killer is. I thought the killer would be chasing him because he's injured. I heard somebody just scream and nobody got hurt. Therefore, highly likely this killer is running a perk called Iron Maiden, which is when you get out of a locker, your character will scream. Killer doesn't have Iron Maiden. I can't actually think why she screamed. Never mind, there's actually a Pyramid Head teachable perk, which basically is when you heal a teammate in the killer's heartbeat, you will scream, and if you move away from your teammate that you healed out of 6 meters, you'll become oblivious, and then you won't be able to hear the killer's heartbeat. So something else to keep in mind. That is going to be a perk called Death Bond. Alright, we're going to use the rest of our medkit. No point in saving it. When the medkit runs out of charges anyways, we can reutilize it. Looks like he's going to have to open the door here. Oh, goodness. Trying to take the hit for it, making sure I'm in the way. My other teammate got hit instead. I'm going to come back in, get a hit as well, keeping in mind this is going to give me protection here. Alright, I got distraction, not protection, because my other teammate was out of chase during that window. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. This is going to be an informative game against Pyramid Head at rank 1. I hope you guys enjoyed the Survivor commentary and gameplay, and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more educational, informative content like this, and I will see you guys in the fog in the next video. Take care, be awesome, and I'll see you soon. Thank you all. Alright guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on Suffocation Pit. Now it's a bit of a fun map, I'm not going to lie to you. I did spawn beside a beautiful looking Fengmin. I don't want to work in the corner generator, I kind of want to know who the killer is. I can see straight in front of me where I'm nodding right now there is a Steve, or then Escape from Tarkov vision. And what do we got around the corner? Trying to twist this tree is kind of obstructing my vision, but that's fine. 2 people on a gen is going to get it done in 47.5 seconds, which is fine. Alright, we're going to get the gen out of the way. I'm going to try and go to the middle of the map, do a middle gen, and then I'm going to try and get a gen done on the other end of the map. Now that's in a perfect world. This isn't going to be a perfect world. The killer's probably going to either come over here. If the killer doesn't make it across the board in time, I'm going to say one of 2 killers. Stealth killer or a prep-based killer. The fact I haven't heard anything right now makes me think we're versing a prep killer and he's prepping the other end of the board for a late game. Therefore, hag or trapper. I could be wrong. It could be a spirit walking. It could be a nurse walking. Still can't hear a heartbeat. See, my teammate has just came back with 1 crow as well. So he was a little AFK for not too long. That is okay. Checking for a totem. No totem there. Checking for a totem. No totem there. Hag. Like we called it. Alright. Straight for the... She won't respect because, well, it's the hag, right? She wants to get as much pressure out as she can. I'm not going to go far, just a little bit. There you go, she put a trap down. I'm going to trigger that if you don't force me away. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, wow, dude. I really stuffed that up. Do I have a window there? I do. We're going to dead hard, and then we're going to vault miles away, so we're safe. And she had to leave because of that. Good. She's lost 1 trap. She's going to go try and prep some more. She's lost 2 gens on one side of the map. I don't want to run through where I'm running now because this is what I call a hotspot. Hotspot means she's highly likely to have put a trap here, yeah? Look at this generator in the middle of nowhere too. Against a killer that can get to you in no time, this would be dangerous. I think she's prepped the jungle gym to my left. I'm not sure. I don't want to check it out until I have my exhaustion back for my dead hard, okay? Just in case I make a mistake. And she has real good trap management. She can teleport straight across. Getting this out of the way, she's still going to have a 3 gen on this side of the board. We're going to have a gen all the way past this, guaranteed. We're going to have 1 in the corner. We're going to have 1 over there as well. So getting these ones out of the way would be nice. I don't think we should do the gen in the middle of the map now because we've done 2 on the opposite end on the right. We should solely focus on this side. I have 2 teammates on full health. I saw a Feng Min then. The other guy is working on a gen behind me too. That is huge value for me. Took a teleport onto the Feng Min. Let's see what she does here. She cannot do a trade. Well, she can, but it's not the right call. Her play right now is dead hard through the teammate, and the teammate takes a BT hit. Look in the bottom left-hand corner. That's exactly what happened. A perk called Borrowed Time, unlocked on Bill at level 35, allows you to take a free injure state while you've just been unhooked if the killer's heartbeat has been around. She got that Jenny done real fast. That's good. Getting this completed is going to hurt the killer so much. It is a bit of a gen rush, I'm not going to lie. This killer is all about prep, and the fact I didn't see her early and we were on a Jenny for over 45.5 seconds without being bothered, or 47.5 seconds, is really, really important to know. I reckon she's trapped this somewhere, and I would be incorrect. There she is. I'm not going to go far. I'm going to leave this jungle gym and go right through the middle of the map. She's a bit slow on that. I am positive I pressed dead hard a second early then, but she managed to hit me through it. Dead hard being dead hard as per usual. So that's unfortunate. I mean, the second I heard the whoosh sound, I pushed it. I'm sure you guys can press it and put the video in slow motion. You guys are going to be able to see that. Dead hard is a very good perk when it works, but when it doesn't work, it can be devastating. There's a lit totem right there as well. Noted. Somebody's working on adrenaline. Gonna have to be very careful. I'm looking right now for doors. I got a door where I'm looking at now. I don't know if I saw a door over there, so the other one might be in the opposite corner on the far right. I'm not sure. Knowing she has a totem here, she has a reason to proxy. She hasn't trapped in front of me though. If Fengmin was watching in third person, she would have been able to see that. I don't hear Fengmin crying, therefore I think she has Iron Will. She's more focused on breaking the totem than saving a teammate. I understand why. It could be Devour Hope. At the same time, it could be Ruin as well. I don't know if I 100% agree with this play, because the second she pops that, she's going to run, or this other teammate running past is going to trigger a trap. What do we know about the Fengmin on the right? She does have an urban evasion. She triggered a trap. Everyone's coming running in. I want to heal you first. I want to heal you first, beautiful. I still want to heal you. No, I want to heal you first, darling. She's really adamant about healing me first. I'm okay being injured with Dead Hard, and I have adrenaline, and there's a generator behind me too. I'm okay. I trust my Dead Hard. I trust my Deadhard. I want to get rid of all this prep right now. He's in the basement across the board. She needs to be within 40 meters to teleport without add-ons, right? I just triggered all her prep over here. Now she's got nothing. She's prepping the hell out of the basement. You can see that's 2 traps already. She's looking for a basement end game play. Now, if I actually take an early heal here, I will take the heal, beautiful. I need to do math in my head to think how close this gen is to being done, to run to the basement, to then take a hit. Mathematically speaking, it's not possible. Based on the fact, look how far away I am from the other guy. I'm across the board. The time I get healed, I cannot even run directly to him and save him in time. It's not possible. The time is not left. Now, to give you guys a good example of that, it's a box, sweetie. I'm not going to go far, because I know I've got a teammate working on a gen right behind me. Good moonwalk. Not gonna get her to hit me through dead hard again. It's fun, turn around. Remember, I got that girl working on the gen. That's fine, you can have it. Now what? I got another gen there. I got another pallet. She's gonna leave for it. She coming back? Alright, the basement guy has been saved. That's gonna hurt her. There you go, she took it. She's breaking the pallet. I got something down here I didn't see her at. Alright, cool. I'm still okay. That's why I didn't want to be healed. I had Dead Hard. If I didn't have Dead Hard, I still would have taken a hit there. And plus Sloppy Butcher's going to slow down the heal too. I know this gen in the court is nearly done. I'm okay over here, alright? She's probably put 1 trap down. I don't think he should be here. He's on Death Hook. He should be on the other end of the map. And he's running right across. Unless he has DS, he might have Dead Hard back up. He was on the hook, so it does make perfect sense. I'm gonna literally run at the killer if she comes over, because I don't want her seeing my teammate who's on Death Hook. I don't like giving pallets for free, but I don't want a dead ally. I have to go for it and hope she hasn't trapped it. Yeah, I had a feeling. You don't have time to pick him up. You have to stop me. I'm not going anywhere, cutie. Good trap. Remember, he's on Death Hook if he gets picked up here. She'll check on that. She'll see me. I waited on purpose to try and get her to come away. Even though I'm going to go down here, I can't afford my teammate being killed. No, I'm not going to go down yet. I want my Dead Hard before I do this. I knew she was waiting for it. Nice, there's our adrenaline play. I'm going to trigger a trap, see what she does with that info. Nothing. So because she chased me, because I stood so close to her with that little bit of bait, I managed to get my teammate to stay alive through adrenaline. Unfortunately, he triggered a trap, and that's going to be the end for him. That was a pretty good calculation. I wanted to wait for my Dead Hard in case she was quick with her hands, and she was quick with her hands. I reckon he's in between a pallet, that's why she hasn't picked him up just yet. Either way, he's going to be eliminated from the trial, so there's no point in 99ing a door. Everyone else is on full health, and the killer doesn't have no ed. So I should open it in case she has Blood Warden after he is eliminated. I can see 1, I can see 2, I can see 3. I'm going to come this way and see if I can plunder him, if he had anything cute on him. I'm going to come... Oh, we'll go this way. I wanted to go the other way. Did he have a cutie? I mean, a brown medkit's a brown medkit, but that is alright. Now that we've only got 1 person eliminated, it just goes to show you this hag did really well considering how many generators popped and how much pressure we kept on her at all times. Oh, I got stuck! I got stuck or I wouldn't have got past her. GG's. Anyways, guys, if you're watching this one over at YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a duo queue, not a 4-man pre-made, in case anyone was wondering. I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do informative, educational, DVD content all the way through Monday to Friday on Twitch, if you guys want to pop in and see that. Otherwise, guys, I will see you in the fog in the next video. Hey guys, and welcome back in. We're going to be spawning in on Rancid now. Straight away, I spawned right beside a generator. I have disturbed the crow, which is unfortunate. That's going to respawn in 15 seconds. Because it already spawned in, depending on how well this killer knows the map, or how close the killer comes towards me, he's going to already know there's somebody on this objective. This is based off if the killer was coming in this general direction straight away. The crow is back, the 15 seconds have passed. However, do you hear a heartbeat? No. This doesn't mean the killer's not here. Did you hear that? You heard a gunshot. Did the crow get disturbed off the gunshot? No. Therefore, the killer is not within, what, 35 meters of me after taking that shot. Did anyone get hit? No. No damage was done. Therefore, the killer actually missed his shot. And we all know we're versing a Deathslinger. What do we know about a Deathslinger? A Deathslinger moves at 110% movement speed. When he shoots, he can reel in a survivor. His hook shot that comes out of the gun has an 18-meter range, and he can pull the survivor back towards him. If his Deathslinger moves backwards while reeling in, he'll reel a survivor in faster, keeping in mind. They got that generator done much quicker than me. What does that tell you? Have I missed a skill check yet? No. How many people were on that generator? At least 2. One spawned on it, then one would have broke a totem, and then jumped back on that generator. Based on looking at the bar of repair, I can tell what had to have happened in that time. Alternatively, rather than breaking a totem, they searched a chest. Somebody wasn't there for the first 15 seconds of that generator, because of how close I am to finishing mine. And the Deathslinger is obviously shooting at a target, therefore every single player is accounted for. 1 in chase, 2 on the left-hand side of the board, me over here. So Bond would help you learn these kind of things, but it just goes to show you it is not a necessity, and you don't need it. I can hear the slinger, I can see him behind me, that is fine. We've got 2 people stacked. These are the 2 people that would have been in the corner of the map together. Now, knowing we're versing a slow movement killer, we can take advantage of that. This is a very hard map for him. I've done 1 gen on this side of the map. I think they did 1 on their side of the map, and we're doing 1 in the middle. Therefore, if he does have a 3 gen, it's going to be in that corner of the map. So the second this generator is completed, you already know where I'm going. Now, this does feel a little bit like a gen rush, and I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of action from the killer this game, seeing if I can get him to chase me. Keeping in mind, it can be very difficult to outplay a Deathslinger. Here we go. We can see him right here. We're going to let him see me. And it looks like this gen is nearly done. He's really trying for that shot. Now, this is another thing you can do. Better than me, most likely. I tried to take the hit for my teammate, which would have given me some extra points as well for a protection hit. You can sandbag. Remember, he can reel you in, but if you're standing in an area where the killer can't reel past, it's going to hurt the killer, and he can only walk with it too. I'm going to jump straight back on the gen. Unfortunately, the pallet has already been gone. Megan made a bad play. Hopefully, she can recover. Megan, what are you doing, beautiful? Just like that, I want to say cut the video, but I'm going to keep it. I didn't even see the Deathslinger. The Deathslinger actually used his mind there, chat. I don't know what happened. I didn't even see him swing. Oh, wow. Now, my teammate took a hit. There's 1 gen left. I'm going to make sure I'm in the way. He gave my teammate BT. I think he thinks he's got, like, a spear, not a gun. All right. I don't know what he's lunging at. He's confusing me a bit. I'll do a fire spin if he comes over here, but it looks like he's going to be chasing one of the injured targets. Now, it is a Megan that is injured, so chances of looking at adrenaline are quite high. Unfortunately, I did sandbag my teammate there. I do feel a little responsible for them going down, so I'm going to make sure I'm here to protect them if I need to. Looks like he went up the hill, and he is going to be shooting and missing. That is fine. Instantly showing me in one direction and go the other direction. Looks like he might be throwing in the trial and be ending there. Now, that is a game of just understanding what generators you should be working on first. Unfortunately, it took a bit of time for the Deathslinger. It is going to be a shorter video than usual, but you guys can see a good example of when to work on gens, when was a good time for me to come in and save my teammate. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it successfully. However, it should give you a good understanding of why I let go of the gen to be able to come in and take the body block hit. I had 1 teammate, Maya. I knew where my other teammate was, and I was going to be able to take that hit while Adrenaline was only 1 gen away as well, keeping in mind that that one was nearly finished. Now, I can see all my teammates. I see that door only has 1 piston on it. I do not hear a heartbeat. I do not hear a teammate crying. I am going through the map looking for something. It looks like I made the right call. This killer might have barbecue and chili, so I want to get in barbecue and chili range. He took too long to pick up, therefore he broke a pallet then too. So I know I don't have a pallet to defend myself with here or use against this killer. What do I have though? I'm going to walk around here, and the last place he's probably going to check is going to be the pallet. I think he might actually be letting him wiggle off. No, we're going to come around to the right. We're going to go through. A little bit of desync on this gamer. He's reloading, and because he's reloading, I'm going to do the save during that window. I got another teammate here. My play isn't to actually lose the killer here. It's to just run for the door. I am exhausted. I can see he's going that way, so do you think I'm going to go to the door on the left, or do you think I'm going to go to the door on the right? Always look over your shoulder, absorb as much information as possible. He's going to be all the way down there in a second. Let's have a look. We'll see him come out of somewhere. There you go, we just saw movement. He's gone to the wrong door. I knew that because I looked over my shoulder and saw him. So he tried to make a cutoff there, which didn't work, I'm afraid. And now he's at the wrong area, everybody's on full health, and he's taking in the sights. No other real way to put it. Now he's coming to this door. Where do you think the right door for me to go is? It's obviously the opposite door to the man with the gun, right? So let's move over here. Let's get out of the trial. And that's going to be another game. So important things to do in Dead by Daylight is always look at the killer. Know where the killer is. If I'm working on a generator right here, bad example, because it's not in an open field. I want to know, okay, if the killer comes in this direction, where am I going? Am I going through the pallet? Am I baiting the pallet? Am I going to wait at the pallet, try and get him to lunge, then run a lap? Am I going to play for the window? Am I going to sidestep? Am I going to take unique pathing on the other end of the window like this when he's behind me? Go like this, sidestep, come through here, and then go back around. Got to be mindful that they can see you if you make a bad play here through this little bit here, and you've also got the grass, which makes a lot of noise too. If I'm coming at the window, do I have collision? I don't have collision, therefore I should be able to get a fast fall through the window, as opposed to if I ran and I bumped into the wall a little bit, therefore I lost momentum, such as something like this, bumping into the wall, getting the medium vault, as opposed to the fast vault. It looks like we have a crouching ovation in the exit gate. Alright guys, that's going to be another informative game against a Deathslinger, and how you should move around the board. Always be paying attention to your surroundings, understand your jungle gyms, where you are, where the killer is as well. And GG's guys, I hope I see you in the next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button where I stream DBD 5 days a week over here right on Twitch, where you guys can watch the videos that I upload to YouTube for you as well. Guys, take care, be awesome, be safe, and I'll see you in the fog. Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on Blood Lodge? Blood Lodge. Now I'm going to go to the middle of the map. I know I've got two teammates here. This generator isn't in a good spot, but it's near the corner of the map, and I don't want to get that out of the way. I'm not going to be versing a Huntress, which is important to keep in mind that she can hit over a lot of these jungle gyms as well. So time management is going to be crucial. Putting her at 110% moving speed, getting the generators done in the middle of the map, it's going to yet again force her around and pour her pathing and put her in a bad situation. Now I don't know what kind of add-on she has. Did she play an offering? She played a really bad offering, therefore I don't think she's going to be running really good things. That's getting louder, but I can't pinpoint exactly where she's coming from. I need some information. I can see my teammate running, looking over his shoulder, and he stopped to try and get some information too. I don't see her still. She must be in my blind spot. There she is, right there. And I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to go for a little bit of a sidestep. We're going to take the heat here. I'm going to run right through. No, I'm not. Good play by her. So she has blindness add-ons, which is fine. I'm going to be fine here. I'm going to just sidestep. We know she's got 5 hatchets, yeah? That was a 4 science hit. Alright, so I made it look like I didn't know where she was coming from. She's a follower. Good. We'll take the window on her. Let's see what she decides to do. We'll sidestep. We'll come all the way back around. Good for you. We're going to come here. And guess what? Beautiful. We're going to right angle this. Wait for you to come round. We're going to go right back through, darling. And we're going to come all the way around one more time for good luck. We're going to go right around though, beautiful. Rather than running this the normal way, we're going to take something referred to as unique pathing. She needs hatchets. I'll have Smoker while we wait. I do have Dead Hard, but I don't have Iron Will. This gives me time for my windows to reset. She already entered chase from that angle. That is bad. That was a good throw, but she's a little slow on it. That was good movement by her. Be able to make the window pretty good though. Come in with a sidestep. Let's see what she's deciding to do. Come all the way back around. Nope, she won't be able to make the angle, and because of that, I'm going to just walk right around. Now, what is she doing? Keep in mind, she's wasting way too much time chasing me right now, and that was a good call for her to decide to leave the chase. She had one opportunity to hit me where I didn't even look over my shoulder, and if she landed, it would have been a spectacular hit, but that just reminds me to pay attention to those kind of things. Taking that early hit was pretty bad. I am a little intimidated at these jungle gyms, keeping in mind that she can hit over all of them, including the car. The only part of the car she can't hit over is this part here, and it's really easy to hit a generous hitbox on the Huntress on these kind of jungle gyms too. We got one generator done. It was done on the far right-hand side of the map. We should have another generator done real soon. I doubt 2 people were working on it that long. That felt a little longer than 40 seconds if you're going to ask me. She does have Hex Lullaby. That is not a lit totem, even though it's under a light as well, which is going to be fine. We're going to apply pressure towards the objective in the center. We're going to try and get that other one done down there, and that'll put her in a really awkward spot. We got one in the corner back there with the pallet near it too. We got one in the corner back there. Remember, she's only 110% movement speed. She has no stealth, therefore she cannot creep up on you. It puts the team in a really great scenario. That being said, another generator should be popping real soon. I'm the only person injured. I know she has blindness add-on. She doesn't have exhaustion add-ons. I could take advantage of that too. I think she's a big gamer when it comes to respecting pallets if I'm going to be on full health. So when I find a teammate after I get my objective done, I am going to be looking for a heal, and then we're going to be trying to get a little bit more information and trying to get her to chase us. Now I saw something happen over there. Looks like she got a hit. She's going to be chasing the target at the right. Gone for the hatchet. Teammate didn't look over her shoulder. Just went for the sidestep to make it look like there's a bit of a gumball, but the play did work out well. I did the exact same thing. I need to be careful because I can take a hatchet here too. Jen's nearly done. Let's see what she decides to do. I'm going to take a little bit more movement. Notice how I try and use that one part of the car she can't hit over, just to my advantage, and keep her in that area. Now she does need to reload on hatches. She only does get 5 of them. Is she reloading faster? No, she's not. So she doesn't have Iron Maiden, and she doesn't have an add-on for it. I mean, good effort. I'm still pretty far away. Remember, the Huntress can down you from afar. That's going to be her lullaby. She knows I'm going to come back in for this generator. She needs to decide, is this generator worth sitting around? And she already decided, no, it's not. She wants to apply pressure elsewhere. She might be trying to practice her hatchets. Generator's going to be completed, which is nice. I'm going to be going right down there. Now, did you hear that ding sound? The longer the Huntress pulls up the hatchet, the further it will fly and the straighter it will go at a faster velocity. So keeping in mind, it will still always have an arc. Happy for her to see me too. I'm going to play the hill and take her to a different jungle gym just to get back into the rhythm here. The bus is open. I just took note of that. You can also tell if the bus is open by the bus window at the back being closed. We'll come into the fast vault on the side. Let's see what we do here. She left straight away. It's a very hard loop to deal with. Seeing this window close will reveal that the side of the bus is open. But I did see the side of the bus, so I knew anyways. While vaulting the bus, the first thing you should do, a lot of people commonly make this mistake when they're playing Survivor, they don't pay attention to their surroundings. I could have ran out all the way back down there, but I know I've got jungle gyms down there. I know I have dead hard. I know I'm not exhausted. I'm comfortable. I was injured, but I was still in a decent spot. So if I were to come around this loop, the first thing I'm doing is I'm paying attention to where the killer is or what the killer's doing. I can't really show you right now, but we're going to come through the window, and I'm going to look around at my other jungle gyms like that. Now, do you hear her go back through? Do you see the red light? I see the red light. I'm going to stop here. What did she do? She didn't follow, so she's not following. But this is a prime example of where you can entwine your jungle gyms together by remembering what's where. Now, letting her see me in this direction while I sidestep to make it look like I go in for the pallet and then flick back out that tiny bit. She's going to either moonwalk and come and get the hit through, or she's going to run in this direction. That gives me time to get spacing and come in this direction. When I'm at this point, I need to make a decision. Do I make a break for it this way? Do I wait here and see her? Or do I take unique pathing and go back the way? Killers generally focus on what they physically see. If she sees something, she'll probably go for it. That's going to be a borrowed time, gamer. Tried to take the hatchet on me. Door's nowhere near done. Looking for the hit in the back. Windows available to be utilized. Went for the door. Don't know what's going on there. Looks like your teammate's going to go down. I am in between the pallet, but I am going to sidestep when she pulls up her hatchet. I got a bit to work with here. She can't chase because I've got the window on my right-hand side. Thought he was a little bit too far away, but that's okay. I'm going to wait inside the Huntress. Alright. I want my dead hard before I hang around and be a little bit more ambitious with my movement. Bill body blocked me, so I couldn't move around the corner. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, buddy. That was just one of those situations where my teammate was sitting in the wrong spot, so I couldn't move. But that is okay. Alright, we're going to get hooked here. We're going to try and get back to that door, and we're going to try and help our teammate. Door's going to be done. Bill's here to save me, most likely with borrowed time. I have dead hard back. Now, when I run at her, I'm going to only do a cheeky sidestep at the last second if she decides to go for a... Oh, I can take a hit, actually. I'm running out of time on my borrowed time. That's going to be fine. I'm out of time. My teammate now has borrowed time behind as well. Alright, that's going to be maximum hits. Now, I'm going to wait here and give her a couple more. Just in hindsight of good sportsmanship. I accept your offering. No, that was left for the killer, so I would leave it. Oh, wow. Should I give her a kill too? Yeah, I should. Come on. I'm all yours, darling. I think she had a bit of a rough game, and I want to be able to make sure she at least walks away with, you know, a little bit of something, right? I mean, good for her for sticking it out. It was a hard game. I mean, there were a lot of really good jungle gyms to work with, and you don't need to win every game to have a good time as well. But anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're going to be watching this one over at YouTube, I don't really know what I'm going to call this video. I didn't really do too much. I made the call-outs. I tried to inform information that when you're running a jungle gym, to look at your surroundings, know where you're going, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and go to a different area on the map. But anyways, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do do stream DB 5 days a week over here at Twitch. And it'd be great to have you guys pop into the live streams as well. But anyways, guys, take care, and I will see you in the fog. Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on Bad Hams version 1. So we are going to be playing a survivor game. You'll notice my build is a little bit different to what I normally run. And let me walk you through it real quick. Now, some people would argue that I should be running resilience over this is not happening. And that is the perk in the bottom left hand side of the screen. What does this perk do? Now we see the crow just respawn, so somebody was here on spawn because the other crow wasn't disturbed. Unless the killer has already made their way past. I saw something up there then, I didn't see what it was. That's a spirit. Alright, I don't have iron will. I should just dip and try and find something else. She's in chase. I get a little bit of time. So what does this build do exactly? Okay, so this is not happening. Will make my skill checks 30% larger. Now, as long as I have one token of my other perk, Stakeout, which you can see is activating now. As long as I have one token, every time I land a great, I will get an additional 1% completed. So I'm going to try and get closer to this killer. I don't want to be spotted. That'd be a nightmare. She's going to hear me crying. I'm really out of position here. Wow, I'm in deep trouble with this. Now, while I'm in chase, I'm no longer building a token. I make this as well. I need something else to work with here. I don't want to give her my dead hard so early. Can I have something, please, game? Alright. She could just chase me now and phase around. Doesn't matter, I'm already injured. Alright, we took the window, we gave her a really good pallet. We're going to end chase and we're going to get a token. I need to loot this entire thing once to be able to get utilization out of what I just did. So, because I don't have iron will, she can hear me crying, but I'm 50% quieter. I'm going to still utilize that exact same loop. Ending chase. We got her following. Lunging. She's dreaming. I'm going to go around one more time for good luck. I'm going to try and change our pathing. We confused her. Cool. She's still looking. Now, if I had iron will, this would be the perfect play right now. She lost 3 gens for it. She's still chasing it. This is pretty good for us. We're keeping the distance. Unfortunately, I'm not showing you the build that I actually want to run here, guys. So the reason I've got Stakeout is because whenever I land a great skill check while I have a token of Stakeout and it doesn't consume Stakeout, or it does consume Stakeout, I will get an additional 1% towards all my objectives. Now, objectives used to be at 2% by default. Then they were nerfed because 2% was too much. They were nerfed down to 1%. But with this build, I put them back up to 2%. Now, the beautiful thing about Stakeout is when I'm within the killer's heartbeat, but not in chase, I'm building a token. Okay, so every time a token is built, if I miss a great, it'll land a great. So if I land a good instead. I'm going to show you what I mean by that on my first skill check. So I'm going to try and miss the great here, and we're going to go for the good. Now, the great will be 30% larger, hence this is not happening. There you go. You notice how it says I have 1 token now rather than 2? That was a 2% faster skill check. Because it's so much larger, it's going to be easier, hopefully, for me to land these skill checks. My dead hard is back. I'm feeling pretty comfortable here too. Keeping in mind, she chased me for a while. I had a strong loop. We can see a Quinton in the distance. It's not a Quinton, it's a Steven. Just doing his thing. 3 of us running. Now, if we run into a funneling point like this, it can be really easy for her. That's me getting another token. Remember, I'm getting a token every, is it 20 seconds I'm in the heartbeat for the killer and not in chase? So I'm even looking at the token right now by telling how close the killer is. I missed that great. He vaulted that. I gotta go because I'm down in 1 hit. Alright, we're gonna grab another token. Tokens can be consumed for everything. It is a detective tap teachable, which is unlocked at level, I believe, 40 with detective's hunch at level 35 and tenacity at level 30. It's actually pretty fun. It's pretty cool. It's a great build. It's a little off meta. Versing a spirit is probably the worst thing you could verse, followed by an Oni. But you can still have a great time. My team has done damage on these generators with good split pressure. There goes her other totem. Looks like she's in a bit of a sticky spot. I've actually not done much this game. It just goes to show you when a really good coordinated team can come together and work, that you can get gens done really fast. So some games go smooth as butter like this. Other games are a little less smooth. Now, I will not get any enhancement for working on the door because I do not have resilience. So I'm going to let the beautiful people in my chat decide, or the beautiful people, which is you guys, in the video underneath. What do you think about resilience compared to this is not happening? Now, if you don't know what resilience does, it'll give you a 9% benefit on everything you do, including healing, including savoing a hook, including searching a chest. However, you don't get anything like a bigger skill check. That being said, it will also affect vaulting speed, but a vaulting speed of a fast vault being affected isn't going to really matter that much. So the reason I like this combo, keeping in mind resilience would take up 1 slot, this combo takes up 2 slots. This is a pretty strong build when it works. Landing a good skill check will give you 1.6 seconds enhancement on the generator already being completed, so you can get through gens really quick. And if you have a toolbox, remember every time you land a grate, you do not use 1 charge, therefore you can keep your charges and recycle them too. A lot of people don't realize how powerful this is not happening really is. Resilience is a great choice as well. If you have room to run both of them, you can. But that was just a prime example. Unfortunately, like I said, I didn't get to show you it in action too much that game. But regardless, guys, GG's well played. If you watch this one over at YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do informative, educational, and DVD content over here at Twitch 5 days a week. It'd be great to have you guys pop in and help me teach the new people. If you think you know everything about the game as well, that'd be amazing. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, and I will see you in the fog. Thank you. Alrighty guys, welcome back. We are back on the swamp yet again. No offering played. Running into this map quite a lot recently. It does still have the same probability as the other maps. Now, I've already set the crows off. Unlike the last time I was on the map, I'm going to take a field of view. I can see 2 teammates on my left. I can see the killer is going to be Pyramid Head in the middle of the map. Going to quickly search the chest. Good. I'm not going to work on this generator. It is a platform above the killer. I feel it's safer, and it has a stronger loot. But what will I do? I'm going to take note of the important areas and the important pallets. It's unfortunate she decides to work on this generator. This is one of the gens you should leave for the end of the game. I want to see if we have anything to seal, and we don't. Alright, let's apply pressure to this one. This isn't bad. Now, the bad thing about these jungle gyms is the killer Pyramid Head can actually use a special attack that allows him to hit you through walls. You see how that generator is glowing? That means the killer has no heartbeat. It is a new killer perk that allows them to regress a generator by kicking it, and then they remove their heartbeat. However, it reveals the location of the generator, so you know where the killer was at that given time, and it only applies for, I believe, 15 seconds. So he's all the way over there now, which is fine. Somebody else will most likely go back into that. I'm applying pressure here. These 3 gens all had a different player on it, and the killer is chasing somebody. This is a lot of split pressure to try and deal with as a killer. Keeping in mind, absorbing information of what's around me for my jungle gym is quite crucial. I only have 1 jungle gym I'm allowed to play, and that's the one on my right-hand side. It appears Pyramid Head is going to be committing to a chase after an injured teammate already right now. This is both good and bad. He needs to be careful on his movement. Remember, he does have a multi-hit that is a ranged attack, so I've got to be careful if I try and take a hit for him. Unfortunately, he went down. I got a teammate here. If we stack, we can maybe get this done in time by the time he picks him up. Nobody's under the effect of the barbed wire, therefore he can't send anyone to the other realm. Not really another realm, but he can't cage anyone in barbed wire. And we're going to get 2 gens done while that gen over there is the only area he should be rotating to. He's going to cut through straight away for the objective. I'm going to cut through too. If this gen is nearly done, I'm toolboxing it. Oh yeah. Nowhere near done. So I'm going to just leave. I want to make sure he doesn't slap me with pop. Oh, not pop, sorry. He doesn't slap me with his ability. He missed that. He lunged way too early. He can still hit me with his ability here. I need to be careful. Alright, only narrowly missed. I'm going to take distancing during that window, that little sidestep there. I have to be careful. I need to know which side of the boat's open. I don't know where he went. I'm going to wait a couple of seconds before I make my decision. If he comes up the staircase to the left, I go through the window where I'm pointing. If he comes up the staircase to the right, I go through there. He already left. So this was my play if he kept coming. If he didn't keep coming, this was my play right here. Understanding the boat and the movement on the boat is very important. Unfortunately, we did the boat generator, which sucks. He regressed that Jenny there, so he might actually be coming up looking for me. He's gone back to the right-hand side. I'm going to go over here and tap this gen and stop it from regressing. Now, unfortunately, this perk does not work off Surge. If it did, this perk would be amazingly fun to utilize. I could use the toolbox, but I already established this guy doesn't have Pop Goes the Weasel. I ran over here to take that free hit to see if I could complete the gen based on the fact I thought he had Pop. Knowing he didn't have Pop, I didn't need to hang around and I could just leave. I am exhausted and I really need that to come back sooner rather than later, or it's going to put me in a bad situation for the next time I'm being chased by the killer. Alright, what do we know? Got a teammate there. Movement near the boat. I didn't see who that was. Might actually be the killer on the boat. I think it was the killer on the boat. Right, he's got one generator left. He's in a really bad situation right now. He's going to be mindful of how much time he commits. He doesn't have a plausible 3-gen. I do have a teammate here. I'm going to save my toolbox. I could probably use it to do a Savo play. Checking to see if the basement's there in third person. The basement is not there. Therefore, the basement's all the way over there. The last place we want to loop the killer right now with one generator left is above the basement, as he's more likely, or she's more likely, to play around where they currently are. I have adrenaline, so I don't really want to be healed by this teammate. Unfortunately, they didn't know that. She's going to be running across the map too. Rather than stacking on an objective and getting it done in 47.5 seconds, she wants to go through the map. Now, if we stacked and completed this, I know I have adrenaline. I know the other gentleman has adrenaline. We'd both be able to heal to full health. But instead, she's gone through the board, maybe looking for a hit, maybe looking for a play to assist the ally. It has been a really quick game too. Missing the skill check is going to hurt us a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be enough for the killer to actually come over here. Apparently, I would be incorrect. There he is, right there. Alright. Let's see what he decides to do. He's gone through. I'm not going to keep following that. I'm going to wait here. Now, the thing about Pyramid Head is he can use that ability 4 or 5 times. I didn't step in the barbed wire, which is important to note. He's going to regress that, and he's going to lose his heartbeat when he does, but I can still pay attention over my shoulder and look at him. Even though he doesn't have a heartbeat, it doesn't make him invisible. Looks like he's still coming. Nah, darling. I'm gonna run this whole loop once. Now I'm gonna vault off that balcony as well. He made a bad play, so I'm just gonna wait. Found somebody else, that's why he made the play. Oh, that was not a good place for me to be. I should be able to make it still. I think it would have been generous if he landed it. I still want to run around this, but it has the basement, so I want to get away. Adrenaline's going to allow me to heal. I can run all the way through the map. Hopefully block his line of sight. Reset what bloodlust he is building up. No, he's still building up his bloodlust. There you go. Ended chase. Sidestep here. Take it a little bit to the back end here. He's probably going to check on the door instead. And he did check on the door. Both good and bad. I'm exhausted. I'm on full health though. That's fine. Somebody else is going to go for the door. We should still have access to the god if we need to. Just come this side of the map, darling. I don't know why my teammates are moving so uniquely here unless this door isn't open, and this door is open. I can take a hit for her if I need to. I don't know why she's waiting in between the pallet. She has Iron Will. She might be looking for additional blood points. I can't come back in and help her now. Alright, we got a spin off on him. Might try and come back in. A little bit early on the run. I can't help that, chat. I wasn't going to be able to make a loop on it. Yeah, he was too close to me. I nearly got her. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough. And that's going to be game over. I won't be able to assist her anymore. I did go back in because I wanted to help her, but if she didn't sit camping on the god pallet, she had plenty of time to get to the exit as well. I tried my best that game, guys. Hopefully it still results in a good play. It looks like she's going to get hooked. Let's see what happens there. She does have access to Deliverance, as we can see on the right-hand side of the screen. She also has Borrowed Time. She has Iron Will, and she has Dead Hard. She's going to be looking for that Deliverance play. However, it is at the end of the game, and the killer doesn't really have a reason to leave. Looks like that's going to be the Deliverance. Don't know if it was the right call, beautiful. Gonna walk, try and Dead Hard. See the Love Heart. She got hit right through her Dead Hard. Very unfortunate. She tried to time it perfectly, but unfortunately, with a little bit of desync, it did come back and bite her in the bottom. Got a teammate waiting for a flashlight save. Looks like he shouldn't go for the flashlight save. He should wait for the quick under hook save. Rather than walking here and being a bit more immersed, he should be right under the hook, waiting to do a quick 1 second save. That way they both get BT. He's mispositioned. Now was a perfect time to run in for a save. He was behind the wrong end and he wouldn't be able to get back. He would have had to have used his ability. Dead Hard through his teammate. That way he has access to the Borrowed Time. The killer didn't use his special ability, which really hurt him this game. Unfortunately, he just walked around M1ing most of the game, lunging a little bit early too. Keeping in mind, he had a good game. We had a good game. Anyways, guys, GG's well played. If you're watching this one over at YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do educational, informative, Dead by Daylight content 5 days a week over here at Twitch. And guys, it's a pleasure to have you here, and I'll see you in the fog in the next trial. Alrighty guys, and welcome back in. Today we're going to be spawning in on the mountain, and as you guys can see, the killer played a double blood point offering, so we might be looking at some cute add-ons. We do not know. Now the mountain is commonly known as one of the most survivor-sided maps in the game. I can hear a survivor behind me to the left-hand side. I saw somebody in front of me to the right. I want to work on the generator in the middle of the map, but the heartbeat is fading here, so I think he went round the lip, or she went round the lip. I heard how high-pitched that chainsaw was, therefore I know I'm versing a hillbilly as opposed to a leatherface. If it was a leatherface, the chainsaw would have been a much more like deeper growl, as opposed to the hillbilly's chainsaw is very high-pitched. Did you hear how he revved it a tiny bit and collided with something? Now I can already tell you this guy has add-ons to increase the speed of how quickly he revs his chainsaw. We're going to have to be very careful around him because he's going to be able to down me in the open in approximately 1.5 seconds depending on what kind of add-ons he's running, as opposed to the stock standard 2.2 seconds. Now, what else do we know? We got a person on a gen over there. That gen will be done, and I'll have about 12 seconds left on my gen by the time that one is done. We have one person, Maya, and the Billy's obviously chasing somebody. Two people on my team, one injured, one with no mither. Something to keep in note too. Now, generally a gentleman or a lady who runs no mither, they like to run resilience, as it allows them to work on objectives faster by 9%. They also are big into running things like Prove Thyself and Spine Shield too. It's a pretty common build, even though it's using no mither, one of the weaker perks in the game, that makes you start with a pretty large handicap. Slamming through the generator in the middle. I know that gen over there should pop on my left. If that generator does not pop, that tells me at the start of the game the killer went right over there and chased that gamer. Now I know the killer did not go over there and chase that gamer. We got one gen on the left side of the board done, one gen in the middle of the gen done. Where do you think I'm going to go next? That's right, I'm going to go to the opposite end of the board. I'm going to look all the way to the left. I saw that generator, I see this one here, and I'm going to see if there's a gen in the middle of the open with no pallets. Guess what? There's a gen in the middle of the open with no pallets. So what do you think's important to get done? Now, he doesn't look like he's moving faster. He actually looks like he was trying to make a turn there. He might see my scratch marks here. I'm happy if he sees me because I can utilize this window. Looks like he's going to go for a little bit of a run here too. He didn't rev that saw too fast. Maybe he had an animation bug as well. That's why that chainsaw sounded almost instant. I'm not sure. I wasn't there. If I was physically there, I might have been able to see it, make the call out. Working on the generator myself will get done in 80 seconds. With an assistant or a helper on the generator, we're going to get it done in about 47.5 seconds. That was another person doing a generator too. For all I know, the person who originally completed the gen on the right went over there and helped somebody on that gen. But then the killer wouldn't have been chasing anyone. Did it look like the killer was chasing anyone? Well, the answer is no. It didn't look like he was chasing anyone. And because of that, that's how I can understand where my teammates are right now. Now, where they go from there, I do not know. Two gens on that side of the board done. Chances are where I'm shaking my camera, they're going to try and funnel to. You saw which direction the Billy went. Billy's most likely going to be in that direction as well. This Jenny's going to be done. It's going to leave us with one generator left. It's not over for the killer. Keep in mind, there's an exit gate there in the middle of the open with nothing, and both these doors are very close together against an instant down killer who played double blood points too. Got to be very careful of these kind of things. I'm going to work on this gen. I'm going to grab the crown too. This is going to give me an additional 250 blood points. I'm going to quickly search the chest as I think we got time. He hasn't hooked anyone. He's hit one survivor once, and I haven't heard his chainsaw. I think this might be the kind of game where the Billy just goes, hey, look, man, I'm on the mountain. I don't really like the mountain, and I'm probably just going to catch his next game. Now, keeping in mind, that's a cute find. This is the limited edition flashlight, and when you blind a killer, it makes the party streamer sound, which is pretty cool. The one that you hear when you complete a generator. Something to keep in mind as well, as this is the most survivor-sided map in Dead by Daylight in my experience. My teammate Bill is injured. The reason I know he's not the guy with no mither is because he's leaving blood. With no mither, you don't leave blood. Therefore, I know this guy has iron will. That's behind me. I'm happy for him to come through after he sees me, and then utilize my window. Alright, I made it bait on the window, I made it obvious, and now I'm going to actually take it. And just like that, we got him to misposition himself. We're going to come all the way around again. I guess he doesn't like it. And let's see what he decides to do here. Well, guys, if you're watching this one over at YouTube, GG's well played. It was a short one. It gives you kind of movement management and understanding where you need to be. Anyways, guys, make sure you hit that like or that subscribe button. It was my pleasure to be here for you. I do stream DVD 5 days a week, and you can pop into the live streams where I stream it over at Twitch, or you can watch the awesome videos that I upload here to YouTube. Hopefully the next game will have a bit more looping and a bit more information. But anyways, guys, if you like the video, make sure you slap the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the fog. Have a good one. Alrighty guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be spawning in on the Fractured Cowshed. Now this is a pretty strong map for survivors. I'm no longer in a 4-man pre-made. I do have 2 teammates, so therefore we're looking at a 3-man. I'm going to go to the middle of the map. I know we're going to be versing a nurse, and I'm going to have to use line of sight as my strongest weapon against her. Right? She's going to be able to anticipate my movement, so I'm going to have to be very careful with the grass patches here, yeah? Grass patches are very loud. I left my scratches going near the window, and let's see what she decides to do. There are no more scratches. She has to come through the map. She's wasted a lot of time. Looks like she kind of caught on, but she might hear the gen and just go straight to the closest generator. That might have been why she reacted to that. I'm going to try and find another gen and apply pressure to it. Already got a teammate here, 2 people in a gen. It's going to take about 47.5 seconds with no form of enhancements, getting no skill checks as well. We should be able to get through this pretty quick. Now, we know we're versing a nurse. We know that she came to the corner of the map, and I also got information of multiple different gens. We also know she has Modern Abuse, because she should not have been able to get that close with a 32-meter heartbeat. So she has Modern Abuse, giving her a 24-meter heartbeat. And we're looking at maybe a grab build on nurse, not 100% sure. I don't need this, and I think this is going to actually hurt me in the corn, therefore I'm not going to pick it up, even though it'll give extra blood points. Remember, we're looking at somebody here who is all about that blink. I'm going to try and keep a little bit of distance between her. I'm going to be careful. She has to make a guess. Am I going to go for the door or for the pallet, or am I going to go for the window? Most players would probably go for the window. I'm going to play towards the pallet. Keeping in mind that she can have the smallest heartbeat while blinking in. She might even have double range add-ons. I'm not 100% sure. We kind of know the kind of build she's going for, and as long as she doesn't get constant grabs or constant hits on people that are injured, that's good. What do we know? Everybody's full health. I've used no pallets. I don't think anyone else has really used a lot of valuable stuff, and if they have, it's the nurse, therefore line of sight is the strongest weapon you can use against her. I took off Iron Will for Kindred, so I get more information when somebody is currently hooked. Looking at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, you guys are going to be able to see that we currently have our Obsession who's being chased by the killer. Now, what do we know about that? That's good. That means we can tell where the killer is and who the killer's chasing. Look at the bottom left again. You're going to be able to see the Obsession is no longer in chase. Why? Did the killer see a better offer? Did that guy manage to evade the killer in the corn, therefore resetting chase while the killer is still actually chasing? Or did the killer go towards where the other people were on the objective? Now, I can already tell you, based on the fact the guy's back in chase, it's most likely the second option. The guy lost him in the corn and the killer caught back up to him or ended chase, therefore the killer wasn't building bloodlust. Now, default numbers about the nurse is she moves at 96.5% movement speed. When the nurse uses her ability, she'll be able to blink a very far distance, approximately 16 to 18 meters, and she'll be able to do that in a 2-second charge. While playing the nurse, you're going to be able to tell if this is happening. I'm going to let him heal himself, he's fine, by the hand animation. When a nurse is walking around with the hand, when the hand is closed and is a fist, it means she's fully charged her blink. She will always go in a straight line of where her hand is facing. You can use that to guide. Unlike Oni, who can sidestep like an absolute machine, the nurse cannot do those kind of things. If a nurse is blinded, she cannot charge her blink as well. Keep that in mind too. So these are kind of things you can do against the nurse to counter. If you have a flashlight, you can like stop her from charging her blink, do all kinds of things. That is the red barn gen. We kind of wanted to save that to the end of the game. This is kind of the generator you want sprint burst on. It's not in a good area. A really good nurse would probably blink in front of this generator on the opposite side of the hay barrels, fatigue, and then make a play for you rather than going for the double blink. We don't know if this guy's going to do that because he might be running Modern Abuse with his double range add-ons. I'm not 100% sure. What do we know? We know we got 1 generator left. He's hit 1 person once. We're on a very good map for survivors. I've avoided the killer. I lost them at the start. I didn't want them to chase me. I had a good loot. Any other killer but the nurse and the spirit, I would have loved to have ran that loot. However, nurse and spirit being able to remove my forms of defense, I wanted to lose and evade them. I wanted to apply pressure where I could. If she saw me in the open, that would have been a bit of a different story too. I would have just been like, hi, I'm over here. Come chase me, and then my teammates would have worked an objective. Rather than, you know, wanting to do that on the map that I'm on, I knew I could apply pressure on one of the generators around, and there were 3 different gens. This looks like this is going to be adrenaline. Now that may heal up my teammate if he is running it, and we don't know about the solo queue player. Let's have a look. It's unfortunate she picked up. She could counter us by dropping right now. Checking that totem, it appears to be a dull. Most likely on a nurse with Modern Abuse and range add-ons, we're going to be looking at barbecue and chili. Barbecue chili is going to be something that gets her across the board. Now, what do we see right now? We see a nurse standing in front of a hook. Looks like she's charging a blink directly towards my teammate. Therefore, Modern Abuse with barbecue is highly likely right now. She never hit me, so I don't know if she has Sloppy Butcher. I don't know if she has barbecue. I don't know if she has Make Your Choice or any form of lethality. We do not know. She never got pop. If she did have pop, she never downed anyone, so I wouldn't have seen Surge. based on the fact all the gens were completed. We're going to come through the middle of the map and take a field of view to see if we can assist our team. We got one guy there. We got a blink going through here to the right. You can see movement here as well. Information is very key to your survival in Dead by Daylight. As a killer, it can help you out a lot as well. Seeing these things, knowing these plays. She doesn't have nowhere, therefore I'm good to take a free hit here. It's unfortunate. I needed to open the door, so I was kind of locked in animation then. Gonna give her a free hit on the way out. So the issue here with the nurse is she committed a little bit too long to some of her chases. If she was a little bit faster with it, it would have probably helped her out a tiny bit more. But all in all, guys, that's going to be a survivor game against the nurse. I avoided her when I needed to. I applied pressure where I wanted to. And that's what really came back and won the game for the team. You got to be careful as your time management as killer. It's going to be crucial to your success and whether you win or you lose, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do upload videos as often as I can up here to YouTube. And I stream DVD 5 days a week over at Twitch if you want to tune in and catch me there as well. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the fog and in the next video.